VP for Equity, Inclusion, and Affirmative Action here at Metropolitan State. And, you know, it was just, well, a week ago today, not quite to the hour, but we had a very serious and rare incident here on campus. And so we want to spend some time this afternoon with and for students to talk about what took place, to help you as we process this information, hopefully to impart information, but we want you to also know that we want to reaffirm our commitments to, first of all, an anti-racist learning community, but also an inclusive and equitable campus. And certainly when you have incidents like this, even though it's a rare occurrence, we know that that can affect people in different ways. So today we want to spend some time talking about students' needs, issues, concerns, what we can do better, what's worked well, what questions people have. And so as a community, a campus community, we can move forward and heal, right? And make sure that we're doing all the things we need to do to protect everyone's safety.
I want to make sure that students or those who are attending also are aware that we do have individuals from some of our supportive services on campus here, just to be able to provide some support and be visible for that, but also so that students are aware of who those individuals might be. And hopefully that will allow students to become more familiar with those services. And so I do want to just recognize some of those individuals who might be here before we move on. We do have our international student services represented here in the area. If you could you just raise your hand. Thank you, Kamal here. And we do have our student life and leadership development folks here, a couple of folks, if you want to raise your hand. Thank you all. And then we have our safety and security, I'm sorry, I can't think of you all's titles, but safety and security folks here as well, if you guys want to raise your hands as well. All right. And then, as I said, I'm the Dean of Students, and then we have our Associate Provost, Bobby Anderson.
The situation that occurred last Wednesday was terrible, but I just want to thank the safety and security team that we had in place already that jumped to action and took the necessary steps to make sure that we were on it. What I can tell you is that every day we are working with the St. Paul Police Department, making sure that they have our contact information. We're reaching out, making sure that any new information that is given to us and what we can share, we do. So the update is that there is a suspect. They are actively searching. He does have a pickup and hold warrant out for his arrest. He is not somebody that is a part of or associated with the campus. So he's not a member of our community. At this time, that's all I can give you. So hopefully when he is apprehended, that's when we can let everybody know. But for now, we are doing increased patrols around the campus.
I will tell you from the start, meaning a week ago today, within about 25 minutes, there was notifications being made, and certainly within an hour, the President's incident response team, meaning all the security folks and a number of her executive cabinet were meeting here to talk about the incident and what our response should be. We had very few details, but very quickly the team came together, and as you now know, within about an hour and a half, the notice went out, both the postings, but also through Star Alert and other systems. Those things were inactive and in play within 2 hours. Now, you might say, well, that's not fast enough. We struggled a little bit, not with posting or providing information, but as you know, whenever an incident occurs, you have to gather certain facts and information, and then there's a judgment call about, do you have enough to release? Certainly in an hour and 20 minutes, hour and 30 minutes, we felt compelled to release what we had, what we knew, in the interest of making sure that proper notification was afforded the campus. And continued communications via the President, and certainly through venues such as this. We want to make sure that people are current, that you know that we take your safety and really your security seriously. And I can also tell you from the perspective, this is not just about our institution and this community. Mid-State, the system office, is also very involved, and they have offered their support and continued involvement in terms of whatever the campus needs as far as assistance or support as we work through this time. What things can we do to be better prepared and to make sure that responding to the needs that are out there? I would welcome your thoughts along those points. So please, send us your thoughts via the technology. Get a hold of Jason, Maya, anyone in the room here on the Student Services side, my office, or any member of the administration, because we're all concerned and we want to make sure that you can feel safe and know what's going on, right? And that we process this information and can move forward in our lives. Certainly looking forward to the return of the employee.